This is Topper. He's our 7-year-old American Saddlebred Dutch Harness Sport Horse. I originally purchased him to be my retirement trail horse until we learned that he can jump. And he's a fabulous jumper. He's a natural performer. Everybody loves to watch him compete, and he absolutely loves competing. He's the most willing horse that I've ever had, and he is an absolute dream under saddle. But he has one big problem, and that's trailering. So when we first went to pick him up, it took us 3 hours to get him into the trailer. And when we did, he reared up, he hit his head, he knocked himself unconscious, and he laid himself flat out behind the trailer. It is the most traumatic horse event I've been through in my entire life, and I'm sure it's the most traumatic event he has been through as well. So because of that, right now, every time we need to take him anywhere, we sedate him to get him into a trailer. And this is an issue for a couple of reasons. So the first reason is that at most of the jumping competitions we go to, we trailer in the same day, compete, and trailer home. I don't have my own trailer because I don't think he's going to go into a smaller trailer, so I travel with my barn, who uses a large 6-horse slant or a large 9-horse stock trailer. So we trailer in the same day, he competes, and then we trailer back home. I'm always concerned that by the time we get there, the sedative hasn't been in him long enough, and he or the rider that jumps him is going to get hurt because he still has the sedative in his system. So that's the first problem. The second problem is that when his adrenaline is up after he competes, it's very hard to get the sedative to take. And the sedative takes about 30 minutes once he's calmed down. So in that case, I'm always that owner with that horse that everybody else in the barn is waiting for. At the first competition, we were able to get him into the 6-horse slant without sedative. He had his helmet on. When he went in, he did throw a little bit of a fit, reared up. He hit his head, but because of the helmet, he didn't get hurt. We were able to calm him down enough to just get him there quickly and then get him out of the trailer to compete. He did a great job. He got blue ribbons that day. But when it was time to get him home, he refused to go into the trailer. We had every trainer on the grounds working with him, trying to get him in. They tried everything. They did the stud chain in the halter. They did the stud chain on his gums. They put a rope behind him to try and get him in. And he just planted his feet and his eyes glazed over, and that was it. And we tried for a good 2 hours to get him in, and we weren't able to do so. So what we decided to do was get him a stall for the night, let him stay the night, and then come back the next day. The problem was that he was so traumatized by the trailering event that he refused to even walk into a box stall for the evening. Then we tried an outdoor pipe corral stall, but he also refused to walk through the arch of the pipe corral, and ended up staying the night in a large paddock. The next morning, they sedated him. We put him in the trailer and brought him home. So to this day, we still sedate him anywhere we go. He travels in the 9-horse stock trailer. I think the stock trailer feels more airy for him, and he's more cooperative unloading once the sedative is worn off. At some point, I would really love to be able to purchase a smaller trailer that I can pull by myself, but I just don't see him relaxing in anything small right now. If you haven't noticed, I absolutely adore this horse. He's everything, and I want him to be able to compete and travel the country with me and explore trails. He absolutely loves new experiences, just not the experience of getting there. For the video, I did not use a sedative, but I did have him wear his helmet. We used a 3-horse slant like the size I would like to eventually buy. And this was also at the end of a nice flat workout, so he would be both tired and hungry. What you're going to see is our repeated attempts to load. He's not a violent loader or a dangerous loader. He's just unwilling to load, which is not of his nature at all. He really is an absolutely willing horse who wants to please. So what he does is he plants his feet and he shuts down. In this video, after about an hour of working with him and then introducing food into the equation, he did go into the trailer. But once in there, you'll see how nervous he was. His legs were shaking and it looked like he was going to collapse. If it wasn't for his good nature, he probably would have run me over getting out. As it was, he waited for me to move out of the way, and then he immediately jumped out of the trailer. I don't think that I could have closed the partition or the gate without him rearing up, throwing a fit, or injuring himself. So we didn't go that far there. We would love to learn some new strategies to deal with Topper's fear of trailers, and we appreciate you looking at it. Thanks.